Have you ever seen transparent threads, tiny dots, or strange shapes floating in front of your eyes? You try to look straight at them, but they disappear immediately, only to reappear when you look somewhere else? Most people think it's dust, flying insects, or something else outside. Completely wrong. The crazy thing is, you're not seeing them on the outside. They exist right inside your eyeball. The things you're seeing are actually a common phenomenon, with the scientific name muscae volatantes, Latin for flying flies. And true to their name, they can be quite annoying. You might believe they are living creatures because they move and change shape. But in reality, they are not alive. So what are they? These flying flies are actually tiny objects floating in the vitreous humor, a gel-like substance that fills the inside of your eye. They can be small pieces of tissue, red blood cells, or protein clumps. When light enters the eye, these objects cast shadows onto the retina, the light-sensitive layer of tissue at the back of your eye. And that is what you see. They float with every movement of your eye, and seem to bounce a little when your eye stops. An interesting fact is that these flying flies become easier to see when they are closer to the retina. Just like when you hold your hand near a table under a lamp, its shadow becomes sharper. That's why they are especially visible when you look at a uniformly bright surface, like a blank computer screen, a white sheet of paper, or a clear blue sky. And the next thing is even more shocking. The stronger the light, the more your pupil contracts. This makes the shadows of the flying flies sharper, making them easier to distinguish. But this is only part of the story. There's another visual phenomenon that looks exactly like flying flies, but is actually completely unrelated. There is another visual phenomenon that looks exactly like flying flies, but is completely unrelated. This is when you look up at a clear blue sky and see tiny bright dots dancing around. This is the blue field entoptic phenomenon. The crazy thing is, you're not seeing the shadow of an object, but tiny moving windows of light. Those bright dots are actually white blood cells moving through the capillaries on the surface of your retina. And because they are more transparent than red blood cells, you see small bright dots moving along the path of the capillaries. Did you know? These bright dots are dancing to the rhythm of your own heartbeat. That's amazing, isn't it? White blood cells move with your heart's beat, and therefore, you are literally seeing a part of your own body. Under ideal conditions, you can even see a dark tail trailing behind the bright dots. Those are the red blood cells that have piled up behind the white blood cells. But the line between what you see and what is happening in your eyes is even thinner than that. Have you ever rubbed your eyes and seen strange flashes of light? That phenomenon is called phosphenes. They are the light that your eyes create themselves when under physical pressure. This proves that sometimes the eyes can create images and light on their own, without any external light source. While most of these phenomena are harmless, in some cases they are a sign of a serious health problem. And that leads to a terrifying truth that you need to know immediately. If you suddenly see a large number of flying flies appear all at once, or if they are accompanied by flashes of light in the corner of your eye, you need to see a doctor immediately. This could be a sign of a dangerous condition, such as retinal detachment or a vitreous hemorrhage. These phenomena require immediate medical intervention to avoid permanent vision loss. However, in the vast majority of cases, your brain learns to ignore these things. This proves a profound truth. What we see doesn't just depend on the outside world, but also heavily depends on our biology and our mind. Our brain automatically filters out unnecessary things, automatically corrects errors, and paints a perfect picture for us. In my opinion, the flying flies and bright dots you see in your eyes are not a glitch. They are a reminder that the world you see is not always the whole truth. Sometimes the most magical things are right inside us, hidden in tiny details that we often overlook. Always be curious about the world inside and outside of you. The constant twitching of the left or right eye, sometimes, foretells something that we don't know. Do you agree that seemingly harmless phenomena hold so many secrets? Comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because the next video will shock you even more than today.